The Golden State Warriors are now one win away from another championship thanks to the genius of Andrew Wiggins last night. On a night where Steph couldn't hit a three, Wiggins stepped up brilliantly. Terrific in every phase. He was an alpha dog on offense. It was back to the Minnesota days. 26 points for Andrew Wiggins. 13 rebounds. He was a true menace on the glass. He was terrific on defense. Andrew Wiggins, bar none, best player on the floor last night. It was next-level genius in the biggest of spots. And credit Klay Thompson for helping him out. 21 points, 5 threes. Klay Thompson had that massive fourth-quarter three, taking advantage of Marcus Smart and the pathetic, embarrassing flop. Last night was the 3-year anniversary of Klay tearing his ACL, so that was a cool full-circle kind of moment. No surprise Klay stepped up. He's the most underrated player in NBA history, deserves to be on the top 75 list. Klay has the pedigree, so does Draymond Green. And Draymond finally joined the finals party. Green was a true old-school Energizer Bunny. That was vintage Hall of Fame Draymond Green, about time. And you could argue the single biggest moment of the game was the pool party at the end of the third quarter. Bam! Bank was open. Jordan pool. Everyone in the pool. That was awesome. Golden State literally never looked back. Grabbed the lead on that shot. This after a terrible third quarter. Warriors grabbed the lead and never let it go. That's a true team. Stepping up when Steph Curry was ice cold, and Steph wasn't even close, and you kind of knew it right from the get-go, and so did Steph. And the Warriors and everyone else stepped up around him. I give Steph Curry a ton of credit because he knew it, and his assist total was excellent. His defense was strong. Also, simultaneously, a little appreciation here for the NBA record streak of 233 straight regular season games and playoff games combined with the three. That streak is over. That streak is amazing. A little appreciation. Stop and smell the roses for that. And it hits home the Warriors' genius in every phase. They won the game where the streak ended. That's championship basketball. Flip side, of course, Jayson Brown and the Celtics have to be sick. They lost the NBA Finals game where Steph didn't hit a three. And the horrendous play, let's be honest here, started early. 16-point first quarter. 16 points. Totally unacceptable. No energy. They were sloppy. Turnovers, stupidity, bad dribbling and spacing. What happened to this team? And sure, Jayson Tatum and the Celtics caught fire in the third, but the damage was done, the deficit was too much, and this team was spent, flustered by the Warriors' lockdown defense. And the fourth quarter was gross. Celtics shot 27% in the fourth quarter. Their second field goal came with under 3:30 to go in the quarter. It was amateur hour. Jayson Brown couldn't dribble or make a three. And I don't want to hear anyone say, Jayson Tatum had a good game. Sure, the points and the rebounds for Tatum look good on a stat sheet, but Jayson Tatum had 4 turnovers and now has 95 turnovers this postseason, which is the most ever in a single postseason. And if you've been watching him play, you know that is a sad, legit stat. Tatum also had 2 separate trips to the free throw line that were empty. 0-2, 0 for 2. From the line. That's unacceptable from a quote-unquote star. The Boston Celtics shot a pathetic 21 of 31 from the line, 68%. They missed 10 free throws. They lost by 10. They had 18 turnovers. Ime Udoka said before the game that it was all on his team when you look at the offense. The issues were self-induced. Well, the Celtics threw up on themselves in a massive Game 5, crumbled under pressure. It's impossible to see this team winning a championship at this stage. Deshaun Watson spoke to the media this afternoon, and frankly, it's sad and further proof that Watson should not play this year. It's actually rather ooey that Watson practiced, and he spoke to the press today. Practiced with Cleveland, spoke to the media amid reports that there are 2 more civil lawsuits likely to be filed, which would bring the number up to 26. You heard the soundbite. His words, he's in complete denial over what he did. maintaining innocence and the fact that he did nothing wrong. Watson stressed how sorry he feels that the lawsuits have had an impact on the Browns and the Cleveland community. Watson booked appointments for 66 different massages in a 2-year span, according to our good friend Jenny Vrentis over at the New York Times. He wasn't interested in therapeutic massage. He's a sexual deviant. Watson stressed he's trying to balance his mental health with the lawsuits. Got it. What about the women? Another disturbing day in the long line of them for Deshaun Watson. Needless to say, a fully healthy Dak Prescott is going to need to carry Mike McCarthy's Cowboys this season. And listen, I think Dak is a superb ball player. I think Dak is going to have to take his game to a different level. Frankly, if Dak plays like he did last year, it's not going to be good enough. Seriously, I don't think Dallas had a great offseason. They had way too many defections. The Philadelphia Eagles are too strong. The Eagles are loaded. Look, Prescott's numbers, really good. I mean, you look at him, you watch him play, you really can't take much fault with anything. He's going to need some help from the running back position. He's going to need guys to step up on the offensive line. You know, I'm not a huge Amari Cooper fan, but you lose Cooper and Wilson in the same offseason. You lose Collins and Williams on the offensive line in the same offseason. You lose Randy Gregory on defense, who obviously you rely upon to get you the football back. Listen, the dumbest thing you could do is count Dak and the Cowboys out. Got to make sure Ezekiel Elliott gets going and see if there's gas left in the tank. And if it's not, then Zeke needs to ride the pine, because the Dallas Cowboys, it's rare you say this, they're not the most talented team anymore in the division. That's the Philadelphia Eagles. There's a lot on Dak's plate. You know he's capable, but he's going to have to, fair or unfair, take his game to a different level for Dallas to make the playoffs this season. Oh, I love that. Needless to say, Steph Curry still the leader in the clubhouse without question for Finals MVP. And you heard the last part of that soundbite. Oh, it's amazing. You can say, oh, Boston not going to go out like this. Boston will play better. Steph Curry's going to play better. Without even seeing the over-under yet for game number 6, give me the over on Steph points. Give me the over on Steph threes. That's why Boston's in real trouble here. And please, whatever you do, don't hot take it that Wiggins is the MVP of this series. No. Look at the numbers on the screen. Steph Curry is the MVP of these NBA Finals. And when he wins the MVP of the NBA Finals, that is the one thing that's missing from his otherwise perfect resume. Once the Warriors win a championship and Steph plays brilliantly again, and we see him win the Finals MVP, you're going to look at all the championships, the regular season MVP, and obviously what transpired in terms of a Finals MVP. It's going to make him unequivocally a top 10 all-time player in the history of the NBA. You heard the end of that soundbite. I'm fired up to see what's next coming up on Thursday nights. With Steph struggling, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr really appreciated the defensive effort from his team. Needless to say, the Warriors' defensive effort in Game 5 was simply phenomenal. Absolutely terrific. The nuggets of domination, absolutely legit when you look at it. And, you know, the turnovers, the points off turnovers, they were just incredible. The fourth quarter defense, I thought, was remarkable. Love what they've done all year on defense. This has been a top 2 team on defense all regular season, all postseason. Dominant. I love the love for Gary Payton Jr., who was remarkable on defense, and that's why he's getting extra run, more minutes when you look at it. High fives for everyone except for that guy. If you're a fan of the Golden State Warriors, I mean, looks like our guy Vin when he's leaving after a show. I mean, he's always giving everyone high fives. Everyone runs the other way. There's always one on every team, every room. That guy, and for us, it's Vin. But I digress. This Warrior defense, it's amazing. And that's been the calling card of this team all year. Sure, we give Steph the love, but make sure we acknowledge Steve Kerr, his great coaching, why he's a top 5 all-time NBA coach. Green was outstanding. Clay was outstanding. Wiggins was outstanding. And remember, Looney lost in the shuffle, 3 early fouls, and the defense was still remarkable. Look, it's easy to say, oh, Boston threw up on themselves, like we did earlier in the show. A lot of the mistakes self-induced, but I would argue that was about lockdown defense from the Golden State Warriors. Wow. I mean, I love this. Needless to say, Rory McIlroy is the leader the PGA Tour needs right now, not the commissioner, Rory McIlroy. And I thought those words were so poignant, so powerful, so impactful, and in a lot of ways, from his perspective, from the PGA perspective, spot on. Now, look, we talked about where the PGA, where Monahan made mistakes, and why these golfers did, in fact, leave, but I also appreciate what Brooks Koepka said today with the press asking all these questions about these golfers who are playing in Live Golf. It puts a black cloud over the U.S. Open. And, you know, Koepka's whole point was, hey, what's going on with the Live Golf Tour? That's amateur hour. So stop asking about that. Let's focus on the U.S. Open. So this is all setting up for the spiciest U.S. Open in a long time. Also, there's a great WWE quotient. You're going to root for the members of the PGA Tour against the members of Live Golf. I can't wait to see it all unfold.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.